Mookie.
Yo.
And we back with another reaction video.
Yes,
we
sir.
got your boy, how Zidane.
Zidane, yes.
Real Madrid broke European football.
Absolutely.
Now we back with another Real Madrid video, y'all. We gonna start to get into more players. We know y'all asked for like a bunch of requests yesterday, but this is one of the top videos that me and Mookie was supposed to do. So we gonna get this video out the way. I think me and Mookie probably lock back in probably like Saturday or Sunday or something to do more videos. But if y'all new to the channel, family, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Mookie,
yeah.
Cristiano on the screen, he's a bum.
Butt naked as always.
In just 3 seasons, Real Madrid won 9 trophies, led by a manager who had never coached a first team before. But how on earth was this even possible? This is the story of how Zidane's Real Madrid quite literally broke.
I know this is a dumb question, but do you think that because he like the head coach,
You're the manager.
and he was a beast.
Yes, he
for
was.
Real Madrid. But do you think him having something like him playing for Real Madrid got him that spot though, the head coach?
A little bit, yeah, probably so. You know what I'm saying? Because he went in there, he already understood the higher ups, like as far as like the owners of the club and things like that. But like when you play at a club like Real Madrid, you understand the system too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just him, being one of the best Real Madrid players when he played.
Right.
He understood what mechanics had to go together to make this football team great. So yeah.
He brought in a lot of championships too.
Yes, he did.
Broke European football.
3 in the box waiting for the cross, and it was Bale! And then Ronaldo! What a goal by Cristiano!
Real Madrid have won their 3rd consecutive UEFA Champions League.
To understand how Real Madrid conquered Europe, we have to start in the 14-15 season when Carlo Ancelotti was the Real Madrid manager. This was an off season for Real Madrid as they picked up no trophies, finishing 2 points off Barca in the league, losing the Champions League in the semis to Juventus, and getting knocked out in the round of 16 in the Copa del Rey. But despite finishing trophyless, Real Madrid were the highest scoring team in Europe, playing amazing football, and Cristiano Ronaldo had his best individual season ever. But the thing about Real is that no matter how close they get, a trophyless season is not good enough, as the standards are nothing short of success. At this time, Barcelona were the best team in the world, with the famous MSN trio terrorizing Europe and leading them to a treble, which fueled more anger amongst the Real Madrid fan base. The team was also in a transitional phase this season, with Xabi Alonso and Di Maria both leaving, and new players coming in like Cruz, Navas, and James Rodriguez. It was also during this season that Zinedine Zidane
Rocking with it.
What? The Swissie?
Yeah, look at it.
I mean, it's cool.
That's cool, right?
Yeah, it's
Feel
cool.
me, hoodie on it, yeah.
was placed in charge of the Real Madrid B team as he was still learning the art of coaching, having never coached a first team before. At the end of the 14-15 season, Carlo Ancelotti was dismissed as Real Madrid felt the need for a new leader and appointed manager Rafa Benitez, but this would not go so well. The 15-16 season saw the iconic Real Madrid team take shape even further, with Casemiro returning from loan, Kovacic and Asensio both signing, and exits from players like Casillas, Hernandez, and Khedira. There were now all the tools in place for a great team. They just needed a manager to guide them, and they would soon realize that Rafa Benitez was not that man. He opened the league campaign with a goalless draw against Sporting Gijón, but went on to win the next 4 in a row, scoring 14 and conceding 2. 5 goals in a game against Espanyol, but something just wasn't clicking in this team because late in September, they drew 2 games back-to-back against Atletico Madrid and Malaga, making for a rocky start to the league campaign. Despite this, Real Madrid were still heading into November 1st in La Liga until they would suffer their first and second losses of the season with a 3-2 defeat to Sevilla and a 4-0 El Clasico defeat to Barcelona, making that the heaviest El Clasico.
I ain't know they did them like that.
It's tough.
I ain't know we did them like that, baby. Barcelona, let's get it.
defeat in over 6 years. In the Copa del Rey, Madrid started the season with a 3-1 victory, but were disqualified from the competition 3 days later because they played a suspended player without realizing, meaning the cup campaign was over in just the first round. Looking at the Champions League, Real Madrid stormed the group stage, winning 5 and drawing 1, with the final game being an 8-0 thrashing of Malmo, where Ronaldo scored 4, Benzema 3, and Kovacic scored the remaining 1. As the year turned, Real Madrid dropped points in a 2-2 draw to Valencia, placing them 3rd in the league behind both Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. And this is when Florentino Perez pulled the trigger, sacking Rafa Benitez mid-season. It was announced that Zinedine Zidane would be promoted to first-team manager, and this initially was received with a lot of criticism as he was a completely unproven coach. He was one of the greatest football players of all time and a Real Madrid legend, but there were serious question marks over his managerial capabilities, but this was all just noise, and Zidane was ready to prove everyone wrong. The Zidane era was opened with a 5-0 win over Deportivo with a Gareth Bale hat-trick. An ironic start considering how Bale and Zidane's relationship would deteriorate as the years went by. One of the first things Zidane did was introduce Casemiro to the starting lineup, as up until this point in the season, he was just a squad player. Zidane got off to a great start, winning 5 and drawing 1 in his first 6 La Liga games, but then came the end of February, where they drew away to Malaga, and then in the very next game lost at home to Atletico Madrid. At this point, the gap between Real Madrid and Barcelona had grown to 12 points, and it felt like the league was done and dusted already, but this is where something switched. From the 2nd of March, Real Madrid went on to win every single game in La Liga, going on a 12-game win.
Every game in the league and a 12-game winning streak, baby.
That's tough.
Lord have mercy.
They said, man, they went in the locker room and said, I'm not playing no more.
We got to get it together.
I'm not playing no more. We got to win. Man, that's crazy. A 12-game winning streak?
Yes, sir.
Winning streak, including a 2-1 away win against Barcelona, which ended their 29-game unbeaten streak. This game was dramatic to say the least, with Ramos getting sent off and Real Madrid having a goal ruled out, but thanks to a goal from Benzema and a late winner from Ronaldo, they were able to scrape the victory. By the time May came around, Real Madrid had salvaged their league position and were in with a chance to win it, taking the league to the final game of the season, where Real beat Deportivo 2-0 thanks to a Ronaldo brace. But unfortunately, this was not enough, as Barcelona were crowned champions by 1 point. But the league isn't where the magic happened this season, because Real Madrid were able to take home an even greater prize thanks to a historic Champions League campaign. They breezed past Roma in the round of 16, winning both legs 2-0, with Ronaldo scoring 1 in each, but it's the quarterfinals where things really got dramatic. Real Madrid played the first leg away at Wolfsburg and were beaten 2-0, but it's in these moments where the big players step up, and come the return fixture, the biggest player of them all was ready. Minute 15.
He's been able to advance and played in for Cristiano Ronaldo to score.
Minute 17.
Kroos, Ronaldo! They've done it in a hurry!
And minute 77.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hat trick.
Beautiful!
Hat trick.
Beautiful!
Cristiano Ronaldo walked away with the match ball, and Real Madrid marched on to the semifinals to play against Manchester City. A goalless first leg and a 1-0 win in the second leg would see Real Madrid land a spot in the final and face their city rivals, Atletico Madrid. Zinedine Zidane had come into the job just 5 months earlier and had already transformed this team. Keylor Navas in goal, Ramos and Pepe creating a wall at the back, Marcelo and Carvajal bombing up and down on the flank. A perfectly balanced midfield with Casemiro as the destroyer, Kroos as the deep line playmaker, and Modric as the box-to-box creative, and the front three known as BBC. Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano. Zidane had some players on his hands as they marched out for war, and a war is what they got. Ramos gave Real an early lead with a goal in the first 15 minutes. Just after halftime, Atletico Madrid had the chance to level it, but Griezmann missed the penalty, but still they clawed it back to 1-1 with a late equalizer. The game went through extra time and headed to a penalty shootout. Vasquez, goal. Griezmann, goal. Marcelo, goal. Gabi, goal. Bale, goal. Saul, goal. Ramos, goal. Juan Fran, miss. Ronaldo,
to win the Champions League. And he does so.
Clutch moments made for clutch players. Clutch moments is made for clutch players, bro.
That's a fact, bro.
Your boy, they asked, I know you can predict this, but they asked Michael Jordan, 5 seconds on the clock left. Who taking a shot? Me.
Me. That ain't no secret, baby.
Yeah, that's how you're like, me. Say you don't want to pass nobody? No, me. 2 people on you? No, me.
Yes, sir.
Say, oh, man. Yo, when you know you got it, bro, you just got it, bro.
Got it. Absolutely.
Real Madrid have won the Champions League for the 11th time.
Real Madrid lifted their 11th Champions League trophy as Ronaldo finished the tournament with 16 goals and the season with 51 goals, which also landed him the Ballon d'Or, and Zinedine Zidane finished the first of 3 historic seasons in Madrid, but he was only just getting started.
Right. A hat trick.
Balling, man.
And he defeated them.
Balling.
He killed them, like, with all his goals.
We just balling, baby.
Hat trick. And they ain't scored nothing. But good job to Zidane. I hope I'm saying. Yeah, Zidane of making that transition, knowing that Bale, you feel me,
Right.
had an attitude problem, and he was going through injuries. The worst thing that you can do. But he kept it moving, though. You feel me? He kept Real Madrid winning. So that's good, bro. He knew how to make the adjustment.
His game unbeaten streak, a Spanish record that they had just broken, which was previously set by Barcelona just the year before.
Okay.
3 days later, Madrid lost their second game in a row, this time in the Copa del Rey, which unfortunately knocked them out, killing any chance of a treble. But come the end of the season, they wouldn't be caring about this cup. Real entered the Champions League round of 16 and won both legs 3-1, comfortably moving on to the quarterfinals where things would get very controversial. Real Madrid won the first leg 2-1 with a Ronaldo brace, but it was in the second leg where the controversy occurred. Real were trailing 2-1, but scored 3 goals in extra time to win the game 4-2, and Ronaldo finished the game with taking home the match ball, making it a quarterfinal tradition for him. But if VAR was a thing here, 2 of these goals would have most likely been called offside. But anyway, they were now through to the semis to face their favorite opponents, Atletico Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo scored a hat-trick in the first leg to pretty much seal the tie. Atletico Madrid won the return leg 2-1, but the tie finished in favor of Zidane's team, who were on their way to the final to face off against Juventus. Now, during this time, Real Madrid were in a La Liga title race with Barcelona, especially after they lost the El Clasico at the end of April. The league title went down to the final game of the season, where Real Madrid were in the driving seat holding a 3-point lead, and a 2-0 victory over Malaga, thanks to goals from Ronaldo and Benzema, sealed the league for Los Blancos, having now truly shifted the tide in Spain from the MSN era to the Zidane era. But with 1 game left to play in the season, Real Madrid had the opportunity to do what no team had ever done before, and that was to win back-to-back Champions Leagues in the modern era of the tournament. The formation heading into this final was pretty much the same as the previous year, with the only 2 changes being Varane swapped out for Pepe and Isco swapped out for Bale. The game kicked off, and within just 20 minutes, Mr. Champions League showed up as he always does to score the first goal of the game. 7 minutes later, Mandzukic scored an all-time great goal to give Juventus some hope.
That was tough. That was a tough goal. It was all right.
And the Champions League championship. Yeah, that's a tough goal. Crowd probably went bananas.
Yeah, all right, man.
That was a tough goal, bro.
But as the game progressed, they just weren't strong enough to fight off the ruthlessness of Real Madrid, with Casemiro, Ronaldo, and Asensio all getting on the score sheet to seal the final 4-1 and conclude their second of 3 historic seasons. Cristiano Ronaldo was the star man yet again this year, scoring 10 goals in the Champions League knockout stages alone, as he showed up whenever it mattered. Ronaldo was named the Ballon d'Or winner, and Zidane was named the world's best coach, as Real Madrid cemented themselves as the best.
So it only took him,
what, 2-3 years?
I already say,
Something like that.
no more than 4 years for him to become the best coach. Now, y'all, how amazing is that, though? You feel me? Or is the club so powerful and they get a lot of recognition that it's easy for you to get
Listen,
that in
bro,
his
you can
position?
have a lot of star power on your team, but if you don't know where to place them, It's not gonna mean nothing.
But no, I understand. But you get what I'm saying? Like, just because your team, like the Lakers, they get like a lot of recognition, and you know things can happen there that it won't happen in the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
You feel me? So is it? So I'm not taking the coaching situation away from. I'm just saying. Sometimes is it easy for him to get noticed because Real Madrid is a powerhouse, my nigga?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, that's it makes me think of college basketball. Coach K got noticed. You feel what I'm saying? They had a coach coaching the USA men's Olympic team with all NBA players.
Right.
But Duke was a powerhouse.
Yeah. But Zidane might be A1 too. We just asking y'all. We not saying it is like that. We really be trying to look inside sports.
His football mind is elite, bro.
Yeah, in fact. Okay.
This team in Europe yet again, but twice wasn't enough for this team, and they weren't ready to stop dominating football and building their legacy. So Zidane's men were coming for the three-peat, and they were going to prove the doubters wrong once again.
Legacy.
Okay.
Season 3. Surely they can't go 3 in a row, right? The 17-18 season began with Pepe leaving after 10 years with the club. Morata and James Rodriguez also made an exit, and they signed Theo Hernandez. As per usual, they began the season winning the UEFA Super Cup and the Spanish Super Cup, but the Spanish Super Cup proved to be a controversial fixture as Ronaldo was sent off and banned for 5 games.
Wow.
This derailed the start to the season as they only won 2 of the first 5 La Liga matches, whilst Barcelona had won all 5. Unfortunately for Real, this set the pace for the entire league campaign as they were inconsistent throughout and would struggle to catch Barcelona. In terms of the Champions League, they kicked off the season with a 3-0 win over Apoel, but one team in their group were able to get the better of them, and surprisingly this was Tottenham Hotspur, as they drew and beat Real in the 2 games they played, meaning they went to the top of the group, and Real Madrid finished second for the 2nd year in a row. But despite this, Cristiano Ronaldo set a new Champions League record, being the only player to score in every single group stage match. Come the turn of the year, and Real Madrid won the Club World Cup for the 2nd time in a row, but in La Liga, they sat in 4th place, 13 points behind Barcelona, which started to create doubts around this team. They never managed to catch Barcelona or even get close, as come May, Real Madrid finished in 3rd place, 17 points behind the champions. They were also knocked out of the Copa del Rey in the quarterfinals against Leganes, but as I'm sure you know, this season wasn't about the domestic trophies.
Right.
So let's talk about the European competition. Real Madrid kicked off the knockout stages with a 3-1 victory against PSG with a brace from Ronaldo and a goal from Marcelo. They then won the away fixture 2-1 with another goal from Ronaldo and another from Casemiro, sending them through to the quarterfinals. This was a repeat of last year's final, and yet again, Real Madrid got the better of Juventus, but in this fixture, history was made. The first leg saw Real Madrid play away at Juventus, and they won 3-0, proving a comfortable victory. Ronaldo scored 2 and Marcelo scored 1, but Ronaldo's second goal has gone down as one of the greatest in the history of the sport.
And then Ronaldo!
The goalie ain't know what to do, shorty. Goalie, you feel me?
Frozen in time.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
He can't believe it himself.
This goal saw the whole stadium of Juventus supporters stand up and applaud greatness. With this 3-0 victory, the tie should have been done and dusted, but as the second leg was played out in the Bernabeu, to everyone's surprise, by the 60th minute, Real were trailing 3-0. But as is just normal at this point, Cristiano Ronaldo was there to save the day as a penalty fell into his lap in the 98th minute, and he blasted it into the top corner to send Real Madrid to the semis. Up until this point, Cristiano Ronaldo had scored in every single game this Champions League season, which is quite a crazy statistic. Roll on the semifinals, and Zidane's men faced Munich, winning the first leg 2-1 and drawing the second 2-2 thanks to goals from Marcelo, Asensio, and a brace from Benzema, meaning for the 3rd year in a row, Real Madrid would play in the Champions League final, and this time against Liverpool. This year, Real Madrid definitely had the hardest route to get there, having had to play the French champions, then the Italian champions, then the German champions, and then Liverpool in the final,
We
who were
slaughtering
on
the
up
whole
and up,
world,
and
baby.
actually won the tournament the year after. Zidane chose the exact same lineup as the year before because why change a winning team? And
Yeah,
that definitely
facts.
paid off. Now, this Liverpool team were having a magical season with the star man being Mo Salah, so it came as a massive blow when in the 31st minute he had to go off injured after a questionable tackle from Sergio Ramos. Liverpool.
Now, my question to y'all is, do you think it was planned, meaning the fix was in, or was it a severe tackle? Was it
Or was it dirty?
all right, bro. Was it not so clean? I'm not gonna say dirty.
Damn, yo. This a champion. This a
At least
champion.
they start playing, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey man, oh my
I'm
god,
glad I took him to the side. Show you. Let me holler at you.
you can't play no more.
We need you to take him out, yo. No, but we need him out. You feel
Who was
me?
that dude that was playing for Golden State? Zaza Pachulia?
Yeah.
How he was fouling Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, killing him, yo.
So it came as a massive blow when in the 31st minute he had to go off injured after a questionable tackle from Sergio
Questionable.
Ramos. Liverpool fans say it was on purpose to neutralize the danger man. Real Madrid fans don't really care as the game carried on. Come the second half, Benzema was gifted a goal by goalkeeper Loris Karius, who would go on to have a nightmare of a match. 4 minutes later, Sadio Mane equalized, but in the 61st minute, Zidane made a substitution that changed the game, and it was the man who he had dropped from the first team and had ongoing arguments with for the past 2 seasons, Gareth Bale. Just 4 minutes after coming on, Bale scored arguably the greatest goal in a Champions League final ever.
Hello. 3 in the box waiting for the cross, and it was Bale. Oh, what about that? What
Which one y'all think better, hands or Cristiano's?
about that from Gareth Bale?
The only other comparable final goal to this was by Zidane himself, who scored an unbelievable volley 20 years prior for Real Madrid. 20 minutes later, Bale took a shot from outside the box, which should have been a routine save for Karius, but the ball swerved and Karius was out of it, meaning the ball found the back of the net, and Real finished the game 3-1. And just like that, Zidane's men lifted their 3rd Champions League in a row, completing the three-peat and leaving a legacy like no other. Ronaldo finished the Champions League campaign with 15 goals and the season with 44. Bale finished as Madrid's 2nd top scorer with 21 and Benzema in 3rd with 11. Modric was crowned the Ballon d'Or winner off the back of this season and his World Cup campaign,
Yes,
and
sir.
Zidane was named the Manager of the Year for the 2nd time in a row. Despite having just won the Champions League, right after the match, there were talks about the future of this team. Ronaldo and Bale both hinted at leaving in the post-match interview, with Ronaldo then announcing his departure to Juventus not long after. But the most surprising thing to happen was that a couple of weeks after the final, Zinedine Zidane announced that he will be stepping down as Real Madrid
Lord.
manager after the most successful period for the club in the modern era. After Zidane's departure, Real took a hit, causing an eventual return from Zidane, which was not the same love story as this one, but that's for another video. So subscribe, and if you like this story, you should check out the video on screen now.
All right, so yeah, bro. Like I gotta give it to Zidane, bro. His football mind is excellent, bro, and he got a chance to prove it, bro. They did a 3-peat, bro.
Yeah, I don't think nobody. Y'all let us know. I
They did a three-peat,
don't
man.
think nobody never did that. Won the Champions League 3 years in a row.
3-peat, bro.
That's actually that's
quite
true.
amazing,
Yeah, bro. Like Zidane, he hold amazing
Yeah.
title over his head, bro.
Yes, he does.
Like it's gonna be hard for somebody to get to that, bro.
Yeah.
Overall of the
And
video,
we
bro.
still a great football club, bro. We can't miss, man. Like
Overall of the video, bum. What you think?
I just told you.
I know you said it was amazing, but like the details, how your boy broke it down, what you learned new about Real Madrid.
I learned Real Madrid is just awesome. Even more awesome than I felt than I knew yesterday.
Do y'all think Real Madrid cheated the last Champions League championship? You feel me? To win that for the 3-peat. Should they won that one?
Look, man, the ball roll how the ball roll, baby. If he got hurt, I'm not gonna say. Is it questionable? Of course, but you can question any and everything.
Right.
But so yeah, we good.
Look,
we good.
man,
We
if y'all
deserve
new to
that.
the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Nick Dunson,
And I'm Mookie Dunson.
and we out, baby. 1.